Welcome to Always Moving Forward with Renee.
Moving forward.
Happy day to all. This is the day that the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad in it. Welcome to Always Moving Forward with Renee. As always, I'm glad you invited me into your home. I trust each of you had a great week, and it is truly a blessing to be back with you again. Before I introduce my co-host today, I'd like to give a shout out to Mary Johnson. Since the show aired, Mary has always encouraged me with her kind words. Thank you, Mary, for supporting me and the show. When talking to friends, it's natural to bring up topics you know they are interested in. The subject of life insurance came up. If you are shopping for a life insurance policy, you probably have lots of questions. And let me tell you, you're not alone. Life insurance can be complicated and an intimidating topic. But our co-host today will help you to better understand what you are getting, how you may benefit from the protection, and what you can expect from your life insurance policy. Now is the time that you want to run and get paper and pencil, because trust me, you're going to want to take notes. My co-host today is none other than my friend, Mr. Mitchell Rogan. He is a Christian brother that believes we reap what we sow. He is a true believer in treating other people the way you want to be treated. Mitchell worked as a computer specialist for the U.S. Army as a civilian for 25 years and retired in March of 2008. Always having an entrepreneurial mindset, he became the owner of a mortgage and a security company. Mr. Rogan has been an independent insurance agent for more than 30 years. Mitchell, along with Jerome Bedgood and John Cooper, are co-owners of Multi-Diversified Insurance Agency, LLC. Combined, they have over 100 years of experience in the industry. And I am going to say, let them put that experience to work for each and every one of you. Multi-Diversified Insurance Agency, LLC is located in Southfield, Michigan. Mitchell can be reached at 888-688-9933. Again, 888-688-9933. Mitchell?
Okay, thank you, Renee, for having me on the show today to share about something that is very dear to me. Being in the insurance business is not only a job, but I am on a mission. I am very passionate about what I do. I love to help people. Many people are suffering because there is such a lack of knowledge and understanding about insurance in general. All insurance is important. Today, I want to focus on life insurance. Life insurance is a conversation that many people don't like to have. It's very uncomfortable, but we need to have that conversation. It is the responsible thing to do. we need to be prepared when the time comes for us to transition, or our time on earth here comes to an end. However you want to say it, it's important to properly plan. It is a very difficult time, and if there is not enough money at that critical time, it adds stress on top of the grief that our loved ones are going through. And the only way to have enough money, or the only way for that time to make it easier for those that we love, is to properly plan and to have that conversation. Life insurance fills a need, and hopefully what we share today will be helpful to many of you who are watching.
Okay. And when people do think of life insurance, they think of it as people making the transition. If they're going to have enough money, for the burial. That's what they think about life insurance. But I got a couple of questions here, Mitchell.
Okay.
What is the difference between term life insurance and whole life insurance?
That is a very good question, Renee. Term is temporary insurance. Term is, like it says, it's for a specific period of time. And whole life insurance is permanent insurance. It's insurance that normally we have as long as we're here on earth. And there's a specific purpose for each one. Some people talk about, well, only buy term. Other people say that you only should buy whole life. But you buy insurance for a purpose, to fill a need. And with term insurance, you buy that normally to cover like a mortgage, a loan that's for a specific period of time. You need that extra money. Or also, when your children are small, when you have young families, you need more money if something happens to the primary breadwinner. But whole life, that's normally insurance that we either get that will last, again, like it says, our whole life, and it also accumulates value. We talk about insurance accumulating value, but whole life, that does that. So that's why it's so important when you think about life insurance coverage that you talk to a competent agent. They can help guide you at that time. You explain what you need, what your needs are at that time. And also, that's why it's so important. Our lives are constantly changing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why it's really good to get an evaluation each year.
Okay.
Or at least periodically, every other year, to speak with an insurance agent that can sit down with you and go over the insurance that you have. And you may need more insurance, you may not. But you never know if you don't check. So it's important to have those annual evaluations.
Okay, you're absolutely right. Because, Mitchell, I was confused between those two, the term and the whole life. You receive these flyers in the mail where they want you to sign up for this insurance, and it may say term insurance, but a lot of people didn't know what it was. So audience, that's why I'm saying you need to get something to take notes on, because you're going to get some valuable information today regarding insurance. But Mitchell, who should buy life insurance?
Basically, everyone should buy life insurance. There's many at different stages in life. You may need a different kind of life insurance, but as you know, Renee, today in our society, many times young people are dying unexpectedly, and then people get these GoFundMe accounts, or they're passing the hat and asking for help. And that's simply because, as I mentioned earlier, people didn't prepare.
Right.
Many people think only older people need insurance, or only if you're the main breadwinner of the family. But no, the one thing, the life insurance is the one insurance that if you have it and you keep it, that you're definitely going to need to use it one day. Any other insurance, auto insurance, homeowners insurance, you may never need to use it, and you hope you don't need to use it.
Right.
But every one of us at one day is, we're going to exit out of here.
Right.
And that helps cover final expenses, which is more than just burial and funeral expenses. It can help, there's many different things, and we're going to get into that, some of the different areas that are covered by life insurance that many people don't think of, because many people think of it just as death insurance. But there's many different uses that life insurance can have, and it can help a family stay stable, become very stable financially.
Okay, so everyone needs insurance, and that's including the rich as well.
Absolutely, because they need insurance also. They may use it for a different purpose.
Yes.
Than someone that's not as financially set as they are. But even wealthy people, wealthy people have insurance.
Yes.
They buy life insurance because it helps with the state taxes and many different things that they use it for. But everyone needs life insurance. And I know there's people out here that say that people don't need it, but that is incorrect information. But in life insurance, the important thing is to get an understanding of how it works so that it can be used properly.
Okay, good. But audience, please let me know what you think about the new show, Always Moving Forward. You can call me, you can text me, or you can email me. I can be reached at 313-657-5556 or 248-259-6171. Or you can email me at wealths111@gmail.com. But Mitchell, if you have life insurance on the job, through an employer, should you purchase more insurance?
Absolutely. There's a couple reasons for that. Many people, when I talk to them about insurance, they say, "Well, I have it through my employer, and I don't need it. I don't need anything." But the thing is, as we know today, the average person, during their career, the average young person is going to switch jobs 5 to 6 times. The company owns that insurance. If you switch jobs, you lose that insurance. You want to have insurance that you own.
Yes.
Because the thing is, what people got to understand about insurance is you can pretty much always get life insurance. But if you get sick or certain situations happen, it can become very, very expensive, become a lot more expensive.
Yes.
And it's important, that's why a lot of people say they don't get it when they're young. But life insurance, one, it is based on your health and your age. So you want to get life insurance, it's most cost effective if you buy it while you're healthy, and the younger the better. Anyone, even newborn babies, each time someone has a baby, they should make sure they have coverage.
Right.
Because things happen.
Right.
And that's the least expensive time. And if you buy a policy, there's many different policies that you can buy, and I'm going to get into some of that later. But just say a child, for instance. And one thing, this is some of the stuff I share when I sit down with people, is that you can buy what they call a 10-pay or a 20-pay life. That means you pay for it 10 years or 20 years, and it's paid up, but they're insured for their whole life. So, for example, you have a baby, and in the first year you buy a policy, and you may not buy a real big policy, but you buy an insurance policy, say a $10,000 policy. A lot of those policies, for one, you only pay 10 years or 20 years. Then by the time the child is out of high school or out of college, they got a policy that's totally paid up. And normally those policies double when the child becomes an adult. So the thing is, if you buy a 10-pay policy for your child and your grandchild, and then you pay it for 10 or 20 years. So then at that time, now that child, when they're 30, 40, 50, they have $20,000 worth of life insurance already if something happens, and nobody has to pay a thing, has to pay a penny.
Wow.
So there's so many ways, and that's why, again, we say that, we'd love to sit down with you, but it's important to understand how life insurance works.
Right. Talking about buying life insurance when you're young, I remember growing up, my parents had life insurance on my brother and I. And I think it was like $2 a week. But we would have the same insurance man come by the house, knock on the door, the insurance man, and sometimes Mama would have to say, "Tell him I'm not home."
Yeah.
Remember those days?
Yeah.
Tell him I'm not home. But Mitchell, tell me this: why is life insurance so expensive? Should you buy life insurance based on the policy? Because a lot of people say, "I want the expensive one because that's better."
Or based on price. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
No, you shouldn't base on price alone. And one of the reasons life insurance is expensive when it is expensive is most people wait to buy life insurance when you need it. They feel that they've gotten sick, they're not going to live much longer. Then it's very expensive. Like I say, the time to buy life insurance or any insurance is when you don't need it. Buy it ahead of time. Buy life insurance. Like I say, it's least expensive when you're young and you're healthy. Now, if you many people wait till they're older in age and they have high blood pressure and diabetes and high cholesterol, then it's expensive. I have people ask me that question all the time because many times I sell insurance to the elderly, to the mature audience, I guess is a politically correct way to say it. But people that's 65, 70, 75, and sometimes jokingly I tell them, it's not, you're complaining about what this price is, what the price of the insurance is, but you waited till you were 75. Yeah. I tell them, you got one foot in the grave and the other on a banana peel. But and that's why we encourage young families to buy life insurance. We encourage young people, when you get out of college, get you a nice life insurance plan. Don't spend all your money on it. I'm not saying be insurance poor, but I am saying be responsible.
Yes.
And if you buy it if you buy the insurance when you're healthy, you buy it, the younger you buy it, the least expensive, the less expensive it's going to be. So when people say it's expensive, normally they have waited until they have an ailment. And life insurance, is based on risk, because basically what you're doing is the insurance company is betting that you're going to live, and you're buying it to cover in case you don't.
Yes.
But it is something that's needed, and it's not that expensive if you buy you get the right kind. But one of the things I do want to point out here, that you don't want to buy on price alone, because many people, I've had situations where most insurance agents, I know a lot of insurance agents, most of them are good people. Yeah. I want to state that first. But there are some that are unscrupulous out here. And there's people that are desperate, and they're trying to make a sale. Mm-hmm. Now, I might come in and show you a policy, a legitimate policy, and it's going to cost $70 a month. Okay. It's a life insurance, the whole life. It's never going to go up. It's going to stay at that price. Somebody for the same amount of coverage might come behind me and show you a policy that's only $25 a month. Mm-hmm. And you say, I'm going to buy that, and I know this has happened to people. But many of those policies are only accident policies. And what an accident policy means, it only pays if you die by an accident. If you die by natural causes, then it doesn't pay. And they sell those like they're a regular insurance policy. I had a young lady tell me one time, a young 90-year-old lady, that someone had sold her a policy, an accident policy. She thought it was a whole life policy.
Oh, wow.
She didn't find out till she was around 90 years old. And then at that time, normally I can get insurance for people, no matter what your health is, normally up to about 85. It's hard to insure somebody that's above 85. So if people are sold a policy on the premise that it's a life insurance policy, and it's really just an accident policy, then, they're not covered. They find out, then something happens and the person dies. And it's not an accident. So now they're not covered, but it's because people was buying something totally based on price. So one thing I want to encourage the audience to do, always look at what you're buying. Make sure it is what your agent says it is.
Right.
And it's good if you want to have somebody review it, to have an annual review, like I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
But that's what, if you buy it solely on price, sometimes there's people out there that will deceive people. Now, the thing is, though, it's good to shop around. Myself, I'm an independent insurance agent, and the reason I'm an independent insurance agent is I'm able to shop different companies to get you the best price.
Yes, and that's what people need today.
Right, because
the best price.
Different companies, one company may have the best price for a smoker, another company may have the best price for somebody that's a diabetic.
Right.
Another company may have the best price for somebody that's in great health. So different companies rate different situations differently.
Right.
So that's it, do shop around or have an agent that's able to, the agent that is able to give you the proper information, but do not buy it on price alone.
Okay, but I've got to give a shout out. I've got to get this in to shout out to one of my sponsors. That's eCoin University. And what they do, they help people to obtain financial stability through cryptocurrency. And cryptocurrency is a hot thing now.
Absolutely.
Better known as Bitcoin. So if you'd like to know more about the Bitcoin, they can be reached at 248-721-1256. But Mitchell, I want to ask you this question. If I have a complaint against an insurance company or an insurance agent, what can I do?
Renee, that is a great question. And it's important that you understand insurance companies are highly regulated by the state of Michigan. So you can go to the state of Michigan website, and the Department of Insurance and Financial Services is in charge of insurance companies, make sure that they follow the rules and regulations that is set forth. And I'm going to give you a number that you can call, and it's for the Department of Insurance and Financial Services. They're in charge of this. In Michigan, there's approximately 139 domestic insurance companies,
Wow.
1,447 foreign insurance companies, and 224,000 individual agents. And if you have any complaint or whatever, you can call 877-999-6442. That's 877-999-6442, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And they will handle any complaints. They'll tell you what you need to do if you have a complaint with an insurance company or insurance agent. As I say, most agents, most companies do a very good job But if you do need to call them, the Department of Insurance and Financial Services is there to help you.
Okay, that's good. I hope you got that number and just repeat it one more time.
That's 877-999-6442.
Okay, hopefully you got that. But if anyone wants to let me know how you like the show today, please call or text me at 248-259-6171 or 313-657-5556. Or you can always email me at GWEALTHS111@gmail.com. I always look forward to hearing from you. Remember, for all of your insurance needs, contact Mitchell Rogan, my friend here, Multi-Diversified Insurance Agency at 888-688-9933. Again, 888-688-9933. Mitchell, are there any final words of wisdom you'd like to leave with our audience?
Absolutely. I would love to hear from you, but it's important, everybody get covered. We have too many of our young people dying, too many of people dying in general, and they're not being able, we have to pass the hat. We have to start a GoFundMe account. This is something that can be solved simply by talking to a qualified insurance agent and getting the proper coverage that you need. I would love to be your insurance man. I promise you that we would give you the utmost service. Again, I can be reached at 888-688-9933. And if you have any questions, you can email me at mitch.insure@gmail.com. That's Mitch, MITCH, .insure, INSUR, @gmail.com. And we'll be happy to answer any of your insurance, life insurance questions.
Okay, so I want to thank you for coming today, Mitchell, because you gave them a wealth of knowledge on insurance. We may have to have you back, because I know there's a lot more that you'd like to share with them. But to the audience, I am wishing you a great week. Always Moving Forward with Renee can be seen every Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Then again on Fridays, every Friday at 12 noon. So until next week, remember, God loves you, and so do I, as well as Mitchell. So we're signing off now. Until next week. I hope you enjoy Always Moving Forward with Renee.
Moving forward.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Vicki Winans, and you're watching Bell Global Network.
My name is Mike Duggan, and I'm watching the Bell Global Network.
Hey, keep it locked. It's your boy D. Hattie, watching the Bell Global Network. You know how it is.
Hi, I'm Charlie Langton, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
Hi, this is Martha Reeves, and you're watching Bell Global Network.